Hey, good morning, everyone. Hi, Frank Sanya here today, and this is another day that God has created. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. And so the topic for today is what priorities. And so I put it to you in a question: what are your priorities? You see, we all have priorities. Okay, everyone has the priorities. You know, I don't assume anymore what something means. If you watch my videos, you will see it. I don't assume anything. This video that you are watching, anyone all over the world can have access to it. That's how powerful it is. Okay? All right? And so um people are watching this that speak English, people that are watching it that do not speak English, but if they have is a software that can change any language into English, okay, they will get this one. Okay, so watch this. What are priorities? What's the definition of it? Let's look at it first. Actually, see, priorities, okay? Right. The word priorities come from this word called priority. Okay? Okay. This is what dictionary.com says. Watch this. Priority.
Priority.
Okay, right. A fact or condition of being regarded or treated as more important. You see it? All right? A thing that is regarded as more important than another. Okay? All right? Priority. Okay? Priority. Webster. The meaning of priority is the quality of state of being prior. Okay? Right. Watch this. Cambridge. Something that is considered more important than other matters. You see it? Here it is again. Watch this. A state or quality of being early in time occurrence. Priority. Priority. Watch this one. Something that is more important than other things and that needs to be done or dealt with first. Okay? That is the meaning and the definition of priority. Okay? All right? So, what type of priorities do we have? We have two types of priority. There are priority of life, okay? All right, in totality, and the priority of business. And I'm going to talk to you about both of them. Okay? All right. So let's take life first. Okay. I often say to people, the most important priority in the life of a human being is what? Is God. God should be your number one priority. Why God? When you understand it mentally, when you understand it emotionally, when you get it spiritually, you will see that God is probably the most, if not the most important thing, the most important priority in the life of a human being. God is. Okay? Because why? Because without Him, there's no you. You wouldn't even exist. I'm not kidding you. You would not be here if it weren't for God. Okay? And he gave it to us. I saw it in the Old Testament and I saw it in the New Testament. And there it is again. Watch Matthew 22:37 to 39. Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your soul, and with what? With all your mind. He goes on to tell us, for this is the first and the greatest what? Commandment. Yeah. Yeah. This is the first and the greatest commandment. God should be your number one priority. Why? Because He's the source of everything. And He said it to us. He said it to us in many, 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 many different ways throughout the scripture. I am the way. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Life itself is the way, the truth. Okay? He goes on to say in many different ways, without me, you can do nothing. For it's my power in you that allows you to do what you do. Without him, you can't even exist, as I said. See, you want money? Money comes from God. You want food? Food comes from God. For I am the breath of life. He said it to us. The food we eat comes from him. For I'm the one that feeds every creature their food in due season. I'm the one that gives every creature their food in due season. Okay? All right? Okay? He said it to us. He said, for I am the breath of life. The air in your lungs. That's him there. Because trust me, let me say this to you, you wouldn't be here. You would be here. Watch this. God can wipe us out in a millisecond, I tell people. Okay? He is the most important person. He is the most important thing. He is the most important of all. Without him, this world would never be here. And definitely, you would not be here. The money you make comes from him. The food you eat comes from him. The children you are raising comes from him. He is the giver and the taker of everything. And he's the most important person. And rarely do most people, trust me when I tell you, rarely do they know it. We come here, we run after this, after that, after this. We forget the person that made us. And then when there's problems or trouble, we blame other people. He told us he's a jealous God. We shouldn't allow anything to dominate us. Okay? All right? Okay? So God is the most important priority. So watch this. Next is what? You see, after a while, you see that life is an order. When you look at a person, they either have order in their life or they have chaos. Okay? That's it. Okay? All right? Order of life. God first. Second, your family. The one that he has given you. The one that he has given you. Okay? All right? And trust me, you will see people. They will ignore these things. They run after everything else. Forget their children. Okay? I know it to be true. Okay? Last but not the least is the gift that he has given you. The gift that he gave you allow you what? To run a business. Okay? All right? Okay. So, watch. Let's talk about real estate priorities. In what way should you run your business? When you put God and your family second, okay, it comes to what he has created you for, which is what? A real estate agent, if you are called for it. Because I often say to people, real estate is a calling without a shadow of a doubt. Okay? Something that you have passion to. Okay, right. So, watch. In your business, in business, we have so many things. You know, I see people, they tell you lead generation is the most important thing. In real estate, is a listing up appointment, is showing appointment, is contract. So watch this. There are so many things that could come to you in a day in real estate. But if you do not understand that there is a priority, okay, of how you need to take care of your business, believe me sincerely, you will lose a lot of money. And I say it all the time. Okay. So what is the number one priority? If you get up today and you have, let's just say 20 or 30 things you are going to do, which most people, real estate agents, they do not have. How should you take it? This is me. This is what I believe, and this is how I run my business today. Okay? The first thing you should do is, if you have listings or you have a buyer contract, a contract between a buyer and a seller is the most important thing as it relates to your business. If you have a contract, okay, you should do everything humanly possible to bring that contract to what? Ratification. Why this? Why this priority? Because without that, that's where the money comes from. Okay, it's not lead generation, as what people will tell you. It's not. Okay, I'm no, all those things are important, but if you have them in the order that I'm showing you, okay, a ratified contract between a buyer and the seller is the most important thing in real estate. Again, as I said, because without those two people coming together, there is no money, there is no closing. Okay, ratifying a contract is even more important than going to closing. I see people going to closing, okay, rather than make sure that they put the deal together. Okay, all right, because if you don't have that seller sign and the buyer sign and agree on the contract, you won't have money to even advertise. Okay, right. What's the next thing then? Okay, you can then go to closing. But if you have all other things, you should be ratifying a contract first. The next thing is what? It's a listing presentation. Whether it's an online listing presentation, it's a face-to-face listing presentation. It's more important than leads. Because once you have a listing, okay, chances that in today's market, if it is priced right, if it shows well, if it is aggressively marketed, it's going to sell. And that can be almost money in your bank account. Okay, I guarantee you that. Okay, all right. That's the next thing. The next thing, if you are a listing agent predominantly, the next thing is what? Is discovery call. Okay, so you have leads. So they set an appointment with you. Okay, make those calls, schedule that appointment, discover whether or not they are qualified buyers or qualified sellers. Okay, and then go to the listing presentation in that order. Okay, all right. The next thing, if you are a buyer's agent, okay, all right, is that appointment to have them come in or get them online, okay, and have them sign a buyer-broker agreement, okay, all right? From there, get them to your lender. From there, take them out to go show listings, okay, all right? See, this activity that I showed you, they are the most important and the most prioritized activity in real estate. The rest of this stuff that is there that we do, they can be automated. Everything else can be automated. Okay? All right? Okay. Watch this. I always tell people, today, knowing what I know now, I use the Word of God, okay? All right? To run my life, to run my business, okay? Because I find them to be true. And it's been given to us. Okay? All right? If you are a real estate agent right now, we are going into a new market. Okay? All right? What you need mostly, more than anything else right now, is knowledge. What type of knowledge? You need knowledge, you need skill. You need knowledge on how to acquire buyers and sellers more than ever before today. Okay? And it's what I teach. Okay? So watch this. If you like this video, okay, subscribe, click the link, okay, schedule your appointment, and let's help you get from where you are to where you want to be. Thank you so much. God bless you. Please subscribe to this page so that you don't miss any of this video in your inbox. Thank you so much. God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care now. Bye bye.